69% of American workers say they're afraid to tell their managers about their AI use for fear of being replaced by the tools they're using. So AI is not something that's coming, it's something that's already here, and we need to openly discuss it. So today, I want to focus on some practical applications of AI in our businesses. I want to touch on what large language models are, how AI works as a co-pilot versus as an autonomous agent, how it can be used to increase employee retention, and how it's already being used by companies today. And then finally, I'll talk a little bit about the value of giving your company an AI brain. So today, I'm going to focus on large language models, which are a subset of generative AI. I know David was talking about that a little bit. Generative AI can create human-like content. And you may have heard of ChatGPT or Google's Bard or Anthropic's Claude. These are all large language models. So large language models give computers or machines the ability to understand and create human-like text. So for anyone who may not be familiar with ChatGPT, maybe you've heard about it, but you don't know exactly what it does. It's essentially a digital assistant. Overnight, we've all been given these digital assistants that can read, they can write, they can summarize, they can analyze, brainstorm, they can even help us problem solve. And by using ChatGPT on a daily basis, we see massive productivity gains across our organizations. So there are two ways I like to think of AI on top of what David was saying. I think it's very well seen as kind of that internal and external tool. But I also like to think of it as a co-pilot, which is kind of a thing that sits on your computer screen on the right-hand side kind of all day long, that you can use it to draft emails, to analyze contracts, summarize industry news, and help you solve problems. And in our businesses, using ChatGPT as a co-pilot is probably the fastest thing you can do to see those massive productivity gains in your workforce. It's kind of the lowest hanging fruit.